going on, guys? This is the Queen of Wrestling checking with a new video, and I'm just going to give my thoughts on this past Raw. I know a lot of you have seen other people's Raw reviews, but this is the only time I can really do it right now, so I'm going to do it anyway. This past Raw, this week's Raw, I thought it was entertaining. I would have gave the show a B. We saw some pretty good wrestling matches, especially when we saw Chris Jericho versus Kofi. We had some hilarious storyline build up, especially with CM Punk acting like CM drunk. There was a lot of good qualities of Raw this past Monday and a lot of things that I didn't like. So let's just go through a few things. Not going to go through the whole show, just going to go through what I thought was interesting, what was important to me, what I found entertaining, and what I didn't like. First off, I'd like to mention that we got to see a special appearance from the Rated R Superstar Edge. I was totally stoked. I heard his music go off. I went crazy. It's always great to see Edge back in the ring, no matter if he's wrestling or if he's commentating or if he's just giving a bit of advice, which he did to John Cena on Monday night. It was just great seeing him. Apparently, Edge is noticing that Cena isn't the Cena he used to be, meaning he's not fierce, he's not furious, he's not basically busting skulls, I guess. And Edge is pretty concerned about this whole Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match that's coming up this Sunday. Edge thinks that if John Cena loses, he states that it will be a slap to the face of people like Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and himself if John Cena does not win this match. And I agree with Edge. Let me tell you what. We all know that Brock Lesnar is not passionate about wrestling. He said it himself. He doesn't care about what the fans think. He's not excited to come back and walk through the curtain. He's just back for Brock Lesnar, meaning money in his pocket, keep building his own franchise. And I mean, we know so many at Raw when he was making so many demands at the end of the show that it's really all about Brock Lesnar. And to me, even though I'm not a huge John Cena fan, I'm going to be backing up John Cena in this feud. Although John Cena isn't the greatest technical performer in the ring, at least I know, as a wrestling fan, he is passionate about what he does in that ring. And he's passionate about the fans. So I'm glad to back up Cena on this one. And it was really great to see Edge try to light a fire under John Cena to get him pushing forward, to get him wanting to beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar and to stand up for what he believes in, what he's passionate about. So it was great seeing that. And we didn't have the contract signed at the beginning of the show. Apparently everything is on Brock's time. I'm really tired of Brock already. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, so that was pretty interesting. Great to see Edge back. I read up on Facebook and on my wrestling page that Edge currently is trying to work out a contract deal. Apparently, WWE tried to screw him over, which doesn't surprise me. The way that they're always, stingy about their money. And he's trying to work out some contract deals with the WWE. So apparently we might be seeing him doing more. Of course, we won't see him back in the ring because of his condition. But it'll be great just to see Edge back in the WWE and see him on the show here and there. Maybe become a general manager. Just saying. We'll pick him way over John Laurinaitis any day. So let's continue on. I would like to mention the Chris Jericho versus Kofi Kingston match. Great match. Awesome wrestling quality match. Chris Jericho picked up the win. I believe Michael Cole called it the Lion Tamer. He didn't call it the Walls of Jericho when he put him in the Walls of Jericho. That was a really good match. Although I'm not a big fan of Chris Jericho, just like one of the wrestling pages that I like on Facebook was talking about how Chris Jericho always brings out the best in his opponent, and they're right. He's a pretty good technical wrestler. He pushes all his opponents to his limits and also bringing the limits out of himself. So that was a really good match for me. I enjoyed that match. I would love to see Chris Jericho and Kofi again. They really brought it for the fans. The fans, I think they enjoyed it a lot. So that's it about that match. Let me go ahead and mention this whole Hornswoggle and Funkasaurus thing. I love the Funkasaurus, but this Hornswoggle crap is really messing up the whole Funkasaurus thing. I don't like Hornswoggle, and the fact that he came out there in a onesie with Brodus Clay and started gyrating all over the place, I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. Now, what I do like about this Funkasaurus thing is the fact that Naomi is getting confrontational with Vicky Guerrero. Naomi should be a WWE diva right now, performing, competing in that ring. That woman has some amazing skill and she's an amazing athlete, and I'm hoping that as this year goes by, we actually get to see her as a wrestler, as a diva. So I hope when we get to see that. So that was just something I want to talk about. Don't like this whole Hornswoggle thing. You just need to sit down. I just like Bros Class Funkasaurus doing his own thing. Not Hornswoggle. That's just my opinion. Okay. So I would also like to mention that we have not seen The Miz in what, 2-3 weeks now? I'm not digging that. The Miz to me is the only hilarious real heel that the WWE has right now. He's charismatic, and he's the type of character that you love to hate. I love to hate The Miz. That's why I'm a fan of him. He does a great job with what he does. So I'm really hoping that he'll get back on the map. He kind of just disappeared, and I don't understand why. We all know that now they're gonna have The Miz on the pre-show for their pay-per-view Sunday against Santina for the U.S. title. And another thing that makes me angry about that, these titles such as the IC title, U.S. title, and the tag team titles are just, it's like jokes. I mean, Cody Rhodes has been trying to bring back the IC title as a major championship, which he's done pretty well, and we know the Big Show has it now. But the tag team titles in the U.S. Championship has just been like jokes. And back in the day, these titles had major storylines. They had some of the best matches, and I think that the WWE really needs to go back to its roots and put emphasis on these titles, because right now they're just a joke. And they have great talent that can be involved in the storylines. You have people like Drew McIntyre, Tyler Rex, of course tag team champions, now, Primo and Epico. They're great. They're great in the ring, don't get me wrong. You have people like the Uso twins who have heritage in this company that are getting pinned by people like Titus O'Neil and, what's his name? Darius, whatever his freaking name is. And they're a great tag team, so I don't understand what's really going on with the tag team division. So kind of got off topic there, but I really think that the WWE need to go back to its roots and start focusing on the tag team division, and the single competitors with the major championships like the U.S. title, the IC title. They really need to get back into the roots. That's what I think. So I was talking about, The Miz versus Santino this Sunday, pre-show on YouTube, not even on the real show. I'm just saying, it's stupid. It's really stupid, but I really hope that we get to see The Miz more. I miss The Miz. I enjoy loving to hate the guy. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about here? Let's go ahead and talk about Beth Phoenix's injury. Apparently during her match against Nikki Bella, I think that was her. If not, correct me, it was one of the Bella twins. Not a fan of them. I don't keep up with them. She had an injury during her match. When Nikki was outside of the ring, it seems that when Phoenix was exiting the ring, she landed on her ankle wrong and probably twisted her ankle. It looked pretty painful. She could barely stand on it. And of course, Nikki Bella would end up getting her up on Phoenix. They made this match a lumberjill match. So I really hope that Phoenix will be okay, that she'll be able to recover from her injury. We now have a new Divas champion, Nikki Bella. Ew, don't like it, hate it. But I read up on this a little bit. Of course, I love reading up on this stuff. Apparently, they wanted to switch titles out of Beth Phoenix's hand because Karma apparently is going to be making a return soon, which is gutsy of her because we recently know that she lost her child. She did not have her baby. So the fact that she's coming back, that's a big ups to her. I'm looking forward to seeing her coming back healthy, strong, stable, and actually bring some oomph. Yes, oomph. I said it, to the Divas division, because it definitely needs it. The Diva division needs to be rebuilt, basically rebuilt, and Karma can definitely do it. They didn't want Karma to face Beth Phoenix right off the bat with the title, so hopefully to play off the Bella twins, make fun of Karma being pregnant, bring Karma back, beat up Nikki Bella and maybe the other Bella twin. That'd be great. And then later on let Phoenix and Karma get into it, and then hopefully Tamina and Natalya and divas like that will get some showtime and get the credit they deserve. So we'll see how all that goes, you guys. Let's see what else we want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about CM Punk's act as CM Drunk. Let me tell you, CM Punk is just incredible. I found that segment to be very entertaining. Apparently, Chris Jericho caught CM Punk drinking, and he went to John Laurinaitis' office saying that John Laurinaitis should strip CM Punk because he's drinking, not setting a good example, should give Jericho the title. And of course Laurinaitis is like, hold on, let's give Punk a chance or whatever. And Eve mentioned that that it's in the policy that those superstars can't drink 12 hours while a show is going on or whatever. And when she said that, I automatically thought of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm like, what? Really? That's really a what moment? That was just ridiculous. So anyway, they wanted, because of this, they're going to put CM Punk through some tests. The whole breathalyzer, walk straight line, say alphabet backwards. First of all, who even worries about saying the alphabet backwards? Who does that? I'm just throwing it out there, you guys. So CM Punk will come out there acting drunk, stumbling, had his own drunk face going on. It was hilarious. He was picking at Chris Jericho, Teddy, and the officers. He was walking crooked all over the line. And then as CM Punk was about to hand the title to Teddy, and Teddy was about to hand it to Chris, he was like, hold up, let's give one more chance. So they gave him a chance. Then he started saying the alphabet backwards after he was walking on the line. He started moonwalking on the line. He did the Ric Flair struck while saying his ABCs backwards. It was hilarious. And then after all that went down, of course, everybody was stoked and happy about it. He attacked Chris Jericho. I thought it was great. Love it. CM Punk is the best in the world. Just saying. So I'm really looking forward to the match this Sunday at Extreme Rules. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, Chicago Brawl. Love it. It's going to be awesome. Now, the last thing that I'm going to mention, which I don't like Brock, so it's kind of like whatever. Brock Lesnar did come out later on for his contract signing, right? And since John Cena didn't come out right away, he decided to make some demands for John Laurinaitis before he would sign his contract to wrestle this Sunday. This dude, he claims that he's not the naive farm boy that he was when he first came. Now, granted, the WWE probably did take advantage of Brock Lesnar when he first came, but I just don't like Brock Lesnar. So, he mentions that he wants Vince McMahon's private jet to pick up and take him to the events that he's assigned to go to. He wants this, he wants that, and the one ridiculous demand that I did not like was he wanted to be Monday Night Raw starring Brock Lesnar. Really? Okay. So John Laurinaitis, he agrees to all this stuff, and then John Cena comes out, and me and my brother made a debate that the WWE wouldn't let him come out to his basic Thugonomics gimmick because he had his chain on, but he still used his old music, and he came out ready to fight. Because I remember John Cena, he used to just bust people in the mouth with the chain around his fist. So I thought it was interesting to see John Cena like that. I hope he brings that Sunday against Brock. They're gonna be brawling it out. It's not gonna be a wrestling match. They're gonna be brawling. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Now that's all I really wanted to say about Raw and what's currently going on in WWE Universe. I really hope the Divas division picks up. I hope the tag team division picks up. We'll see how everything goes on SmackDown. Randy Orton versus Kane is getting pretty hectic. We saw Paul Bearer. I was just popping out of nowhere. I read an article where they're saying they're trying to tie in Paul Bearer in so that we could possibly see an Undertaker versus Kane rivalry, since that never finished when he buried him alive. So they're trying to throw that in there. So that's really all I have to say about Raw and what's going on right now, you guys. I'm going to leave some links in my box under my video for you to check out a few websites. Check it out. That's all I have to say about Raw. Hopefully things will still keep getting interesting and we'll get to see more happening. So this is the Queen of Wrestling. I'm checking out of here. Remember, God loves you. I'm out.